Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today's Words of Wisdom is from February 3rd, and I quote, "If everyone gets well just listening to the music I produce, such as the thunder, a composition for repelling the coronavirus, or the exorcism, prayer music for repelling lost spirits, this would be a very effective way of fighting in modern times from the laws of secret." Thank you, Lord. So I'm sure you're all aware that Master has produced a lot of music and songs, and one of them is the thunder, composition for repelling coronavirus, and the other one is the exorcism, prayer music for repelling lost spirits. So thank you, Lord, for giving us these weapons of light. But if you read the laws of secret, he talks about one of the most important spiritual principles, or a universal principle that's applied to every human being, this whole universe, whether you learn it or not. It's always being applied, and that is called the laws of same wavelengths attraction, or the laws of attraction, simply put. So the laws of secret, in a nutshell, is teaching us that we are always under the influence of spiritual beings or spiritual energy. And that changes the course of our lives because that alters our decisions. So also he's talking about in that Kyoten how even, whatever affects us, evil spirits are sometimes ones that affect us in a negative way. And it's not like you can see them. It's not like that movie that's being played right now, Scream, where a person will actually kill you. It's not like the ghost has a physical power to be able to kill someone. Usually that's not the case. But what he's saying is that when you're possessed by evil spirits, they will change your perception, how you perceive things. That's how they come in. They will amplify the negatives that you see and hide the positive. So you'll start being able to only see the negative aspects of your life, of other people. And if you can only see the negative part, no matter how great that person is, that person will look evil. So, and no matter how good the person is, if you are only focused to look at, it will be negative, and the opposite. No matter how bad that person is, they can actually deceive you to make you believe that they're good, and to hide the actual bad parts and make them look good. That's what the mass media does sometimes. So I'm not saying the mass media is evil or anything, but it's the same principles that can sometimes be applied. Anyhow, so evil spirits do control sometimes our life, and we're being controlled by them unnoticingly. That's what's scary. And Master has produced this song for us because a lot of the people who have died in misery, they end up becoming stray spirits. Not necessarily lost evil spirits, but lost or stray spirits. And what they do is, because they don't want to accept their death, or they didn't believe in the afterlife while they're alive, so they don't know what to do. They're at a loss. They can't even go to heaven or hell. So they become earthbound spirits, and they possess their family members or their friends or the people they knew, trying to seek help. But because they're so much in pain, what happens is when you're possessed by them, negative things will continue occurring, such as, how there's, unfortunately, in some households, when one person commits a suicide, that in the later generation, another person commits suicide, and it consecutively occurs 2 or 3 times. That's probably due to the possession of the lost soul who committed suicide in the beginning. Or ailments too. If some sort of person gets an illness and dies from it, for some reason the latter generation gets it too. Of course, there's the DNA that could be affecting it, but there's also spiritual aspects too. When you're possessed by a spirit that died from certain ailments, the same symptoms actually occur when you're possessed by that spirit. So this song has that energy, the spiritual wavelength, for protection. It'll protect you from lost or even evil spirits, and it'll help you repel them. So this is an extremely powerful weapon of light that Master's given us. And also, how can you repel a coronavirus with music, you may ask? But in the laws of secret, Master's taught us that even viruses are spiritual entities, and that's why it can possess you if you have like a fearful mindset or a negative mindset, or it'll be more likely to be possessed if you have those negative tendencies. Hence, by listening to this music, it's got that spiritual vibrational effect to change your mindset too, and it'll just like make these viruses fearful, and it will blow away from you. This may not sound scientific, but this is the new science, actually, I believe. I'm sure if you study into this, there will be experiments that come out with these sort of things. And so, again, let us thank Master Okawa for giving us these phenomenal weapons. If you don't have these CDs, yeah, I really, really recommend you getting them. They're very powerful. They're both very healing. And you'll feel how Master is even a genius when it comes to composing. Man, these two are just a masterpiece. All right, that's about it for today. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.